going on, guys?
It's DNA Disc Golf.
And we're here to share with you all our awesome disc golf collection. So let's get right into it.
What's up, guys? Are you ready for part 2 of our collection?
So if you guys saw part 1, I almost said 4, part 1 was the putters. So if you didn't see that video, go back, watch that one, because at the very end of this video, there's going to be a great story to tell about one of the discs in here that ties into the disc that we showed in the other video. So if you haven't checked out part 1 yet, go check it out. We know it's really lengthy, but you don't want to miss what we just shared in that video. You're not going to want to miss what we share in this video either. So buckle in and let's get right into it. I'm going to start with my trilogy. So yeah, I have 2 different stacks. All trilogy stack, which is Latitude, Westside, Dynamic. And then I'll go into my more mixture stack. Danny will do the same thing, and then we'll go from there. You want to start off, Danny?
So we're doing midranges. I didn't say part 2, so we are doing midranges. So first, Antonio and I can both start with. Last year was our first year at DDO, and we went to the museum.
Yeah, it was a museum, and it just kind of had the showed off a lot of the history of different molds, makes. Of basically dynamic discs and their first start off of like the first disc they molded, rare disc that they molded, 1 of 1s, 1 of 10s, like stuff such as that. And then during that moment, when you went to the museum, you got to also get a chance to buy exclusive or limited edition released discs only at DDO.
And yeah, Scott Reek and Derek Broderick. Derek Broderick is Truly Unique, and Scott Reek is Trilogy Talk, and they were very informative. Any questions you had, and they're great people.
Gotta show the key cat. All right.
But one of the limited releases were the Lucid X Moonshine bounties in the DDO stamp and the first run.
It's hard to see, but the stamp on the first run say original in the stamp, so that was pretty cool. And then I got a Jelly Bean open one.
And I got a rainbow one, and I'm sending this off to Tim to get dyed so he can put some magic to this.
They're really, really flat. I love the bounty, but haven't thrown these yet. I'll go next. I'll go cut through my stack. I'm gonna fly through these. There's a lot stacked like this big. Yeah, outside the camera. So first off, at the time I used to love Gatekeepers through Gatekeepers. So these first few I'm gonna show you are Westside Disc Gatekeepers. This one here is a fresh right off the bat prototype Gatekeeper. Got this from a buddy in Wisconsin, Mason Maxwell. He is now sponsored by Westside Discs, so that's really cool. But he hooked me up with this awesome prototype Gatekeeper.
And I got one myself, signed by Tristan Tanner at DDO and dyed by Tim Perkins of Synergy Dyes. It is a beaut. You can't even tell, but looks better in person. I
might have to break the crispiness of this new one to get it dyed, but we'll see. The next new one here is when Nico announced his partnership or sponsorship with Westside. They did a limited release of Westside Disc, and so I got this Tournament X Gatekeeper with Nico Locastro's signature. That was a really cool one, really cool feeling Gatekeeper, really flat. And then a nice limited release that was really hard to find was this beautiful blue, kind of like almost, it's not trifoil, but like rainbow foil stamp Gatekeeper. Really hard to find these hybrids, especially in this color. So that one was really cool. And then I had this beautiful first run VIP Gatekeeper. That was pretty cool. This one, I don't throw too many VIP, but this was a cool one I had to get. Of course, going in line, prototype, first run, such. And this was one I got off somebody, I can't remember who I got off, but it was a cool glass blown open stamp. Really matched the other one that I was bagging at the time. And these just feel really good, really flat. And then a nice new one that I have. Sorry, it got like weird, but is this Finnish stamp. So Finnish stamps are like from Sweden. So you can see up top there, it doesn't say Gatekeeper. It says, I'm not even gonna try it, but if y'all want to try at home, feel free. But it's a lightweight 164 gram tournament plastic Gatekeeper. It looks like it's seen some action. And then behind it was just a cool, unique trilogy challenge Gatekeeper I got from a local tournament. These were just at the time really my favorite ones to throw. The plastic just seemed to be more grippy with that. And then this was another limited release they did. This is a Chameleon VIP X Gatekeeper. These things are beefy, but they're freaking awesome. Look at the little black like swirls, smokes in it. The light doesn't do it justice, but the sunlight does, and these are really cool. Glimmer X X Gatekeepers. Next I have is this beautiful pink Royal Trust prototype. These came in the Royal box when they first dropped, and I have a fat stack of these, but this was the coolest one I had, and I wanted to share with y'all. Very pretty color on that. And then going into my next favorite mid from Trilogy lineup is the Verdict. This here was released around Christmas or something, but this is a Lucid X Verdict 2018 run. So they made different ones the year after the 2019 for Tour Series, but this one, this mold for some reason was my favorite, and it just flies to me better than the ones that were released after. But that was a cool custom Dymax, so that's a Dymax stamp on that print that they have it. And the cool thing, it's got like name on the back of it for that. Now these, I'm gonna get a little story real quick about these ones. Me and Danny both have one. So when they released the Tour Series Lucid X Chameleon Verdicts, I think it was only the Verdicts, do you remember? They screwed up and they released Glimmer? Glimmer Lucid X Chameleon Verdicts at that time. And so when we bought them, we got the wrong ones, and we found out we weren't the only ones. They completely ran the wrong one or something like that, production issues, ended up selling or releasing the wrong ones. And so these ones that we have are the true Chameleon. So these are the actual Chameleon. It's super hard to find. We got like a pearly smoke, and then Danny got that real pearly smoke. Again, the light doesn't do these justice, but these are beautiful.
It's Lucid. Mine's almost like transparent.
You can see, if I get it just right, kind of like that. You can see it's transparent. Very cool. All right, now some very awesome limited released verdicts. Danny was nice enough to give me some cool ones. This here is a classic blend. So this is a softer, gummier variation of a verdict that I had. And then Danny bought me another one. It was nice enough to give you this one. This is a, I believe, more of like an approach verdict, you would say. Not really something you're using off the tee for distance, more of like an approach distance shot with it. But I love it. I bag one, Danny bags one. If you saw her in the bags, you saw that I had hers in my bag, but that's that. And then Danny has a nice one to show.
I have a more limited run of it. This is a blueberry scented one, and it still smells like blueberries.
I want to smell it. It does. That's insane.
Gotta keep it in the bag.
What, that thing's like 2 years old and it still has that smell. All right. Next, I've got a, well, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. I have 12 of these to show you guys, so I'm gonna fly through these ones really quick. Slow it down just a little bit here, but these are my Justices, and if you don't know, Justices are beef and meat hooks, but they are by far one of my favorite overstable mid-ranges. The 3 glides are the best of them all. Very hard to find, but I'm gonna show you guys some awesome ones that I have collected over my time of throwing. So I have 2 awesome ones to share. First off, this here is a classic blend, classic blend verdict, or sorry, Justice. Again, that gummier, bassier plastic, good for touch approach shots. I kind of substituted this in at one point for something similar to like the Tactic, a harp that was a little bit faster, a little bit easier for me to like kind of just control, but still had that skip. And then I have another limited release that they did, and Danny, I believe you bought me these, didn't you? She was very, very nice enough to snag me a super soft Justice. So this one's really, really gummy, really a lot more flexible.
It's been down in our basement, so it's
a little
cold,
stiff, yeah.
So it's gonna be stiffer. When it's warmer, it's a lot softer.
But those were both, again, limited releases they did for just tournament fundraisers or just limited release or limited run. So like those are super hard to find nowadays. Like you're paying probably $30 just for that, and it's base plastic. But again, they're really good. They're very fun to throw in terms of that plastic. Now this next one, if you watched our other video, you would have seen I had a harp that was Dymax, and it had a skeleton playing it There's a Reaper playing the harp, and so that same artist, Michael Barnard, did another release, and this time it was on a Justice, and this one is just white. No, I'm just kidding. It is a beautiful scales. Almost reminds me of, like, if you know who Metallica is, one of my favorite metal bands at the time when I played guitar. Story for another time. But that's what it kind of reminds me of, like, and Justice for All and all that awesomeness. But this is a sick harp. I can't bring myself, or sorry, why do I keep doing that? Justice. This is a sick Justice. I have a harp similar, so that's why. But can't bring myself to throw it, put it in the bag. But it is absolutely beautiful. And then we have a celebrity appearance from the Disc Golf Kitty Cat, Romeo. He's gonna run away. All right, these next ones I'm just gonna fly through. These are all 100% beef. These are Chameleon Lucid X. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not gonna share the sexy ones yet. These are just Lucid X Moonshine Justices. These were special releases from Another Round Disc Golf. So if you know who they are,
during 2021 GPO.
Oh yeah, it was a GBO special release by them at the DDO block party. So if you wanted these, you had to be at the block party to get them. But then they released a few online. If you don't know who Another Round is, they're a disc golf distributor out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Really,
they have a bar in there.
Yeah, which we're gonna have maybe an adventure vlog for a later time to share with you guys. I'm not gonna get too crazy. I don't want to spoil everything. But these are two beautiful Lucid X Moonshine Justices, probably Another Round disc golf. This one has a lighter blue hue to it. This one darker. And if you can see, it's 100% heckin' stable. Not beef, 100% heckin' stable right there. This stamp was super freaking cool. Moonshine jugs as Moonshine. But really cool releases I got. Now this one, I won't get too crazy. This was one I traded off to somebody. This is another one I got back because of how awesome this stamp is. This is a high hand-eye Dymax stamp. There were only, don't quote me on this, 30 released of this, and it's Moonshine. This is an old run 3-glide Moonshine Justice, and there are not many of these out there. So when I realized what I gave away, I did everything I could to get it back. I have not thrown it. It is the most beautiful and just amazingly stamped, until you see what I'm about to show you, Dymax hand-eye disc stamp. And it's just one I always forget I have in my collection that I just love. All right, time to show off the sexy birds. They're not sexy birds, they're just sexy discs. I don't have any sexy firebirds, but anyways, Justices, Chameleon Lucid X. These were
2020 GBO.
Yeah, so 2020 GBO got canceled for AMs. Oh wait, was it pros too?
Mm-hmm.
Pros
well,
and
it got
whatever. Yeah, whatever happened. Again, they had a list of lineup of releases, limited releases that they were going to drop, aka kind of stuff like not that one, like these and the other stuff there. But since they weren't able to do it because of COVID, they had all this stock and they did a lot of it online sales, limited releases. Well, when I heard these were coming out, I had to make sure to grab them. And Danny was nice enough to give me one of hers. There were two different stamps. I'm going to show you. Yeah, trade. Two different stamps. We're going to show you both. I lost a couple, but that's just because trading for different stamps. This is a Scales double foil Lucid X Chameleon Justice. I have another one with a bluish purple. This is my favorite. Just the way those stamp like collab together, it looks pretty cool. This one's got more of a silver, you can see kind of shattered, like mirror-ish scales. And then I have this beautiful Christmas Scales Lucid X Justice. I have not thrown any of these because they're so sexy and they're so hard to get your hands on unless you have a pretty penny. Then two other ones that we have, I'll let Danny show hers first, was this bar stamps. So we have, sorry, go ahead.
What?
We got all these bar stamps. We had a bunch of different ones. We traded them off, and then I tried to get some back. This one is kind of like a shatterish Justice bar stamp. This one's just a solid red, orangish bar stamp. But these were super sexy. Again, super flat. These are the Lucid X, so they're straight beef. And then just another cool Lucid X I got myself at DDO last year at the bonfire from, who was it?
It's called Pro Tour, I think.
Wait, let's see. Natty Disc Golf. Natty Disc Golf had a big vendor there, and like I was looking for justices, and when I saw this blue misprint 1 of 1 Lucid X Justice, he told me that, I'm not lying, but misprint double stamp, got a little party stamp at the top, little silver stamp there. I had to get it, so definitely have this in my stack of justices, and that is all my trilogy. Flew through that, but guys, there's a lot, and I could go into hours talking about every one of them.
I'll save my juicy one for last, but this is a hybrid warship. It was Emerson Keith. I think it was 2020, and had him, of course, had to get him to sign it because Emerson's my favorite, and you'll see that possibly in the next video.
This is when she loved warships.
And yes, I was throwing warships a lot.
Her first throw-in was with a warship, actually. Fun fact for you guys.
And then my juicy one that Antonio got me for Christmas in 2018 or 19.
I'm gonna say 19.
Is this Chameleon Moonshine just a regular warship, or
no? It's VIPX. It's a VIPX Chameleon, like she said, warship.
And this one is worth a pretty penny.
There were only 100 made, and I managed to get. They had a limit, I think, of 1. And so I tried to get 2. It did not work out. So I got her 1, and that is the one she's held on to. And I'm telling you guys, she has some sexy warships, and I'm sure she wished she could have them back. But
oh wait, you go into your one. I gotta show the one.
All right. While she's traveling down to the dungeon, aka the disc golf pro shop, might as well be. We have like 300 discs. I want to share. I got these. So I'm breaking out onto my mix stack. This is just a bunch of random stuff. Casta, a bunch of other stuff. Discmania. You'll see. But the first 2 that I want to show you was a recent mail call I received, and this is from a brand new company called Terminal Velocity Discs. If you don't know who they are, go check them out. Awesome stamps, awesome discs. And these were 2 of the brand new runs called the Ursus that they dropped. These feel to me, and I'll do another review on these at another time because this review is coming soon. Feels like a justice and a verdict. Very flat. Again, you can kind of see the bead there on the bottom. Kind of sharpish. This is a Lucid X Justice, so there's a Justice. It's hard to see, and then there's that. Again, I'll get more in depth on a review on that, but these are 2 awesome, sexy Ursus Terminal Velocity discs that they just dropped. And then Danny's gonna go take over.
One last warship. It is a finished stamp VIP air warship. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I threw in. So 157.
Hard to find.
Percy Westside disc.
Very nice. Air. Very nice one. All right, I broke my order, but we're starting off with the sexies. Everything we have is sexy, so you're gonna hear me say that a lot. Okay, I want to start this one because I was nice enough to trade Danny, or I think I gave her, whatever it may have been, this disc that we're about to show you, and this is going to be called a Castoplast Svea. And if you haven't seen the one I bagged, go watch her in the bag video. What are you doing?
Wait till you see mine.
Is a Glow Svea 2021 edition. So there are different years that they do. I have a magenta foil on mine. Danny has a
silver.
I think it was sparkle or something like that is what they called it. Silver sparkle, but Glow Svea K1 plastic. I love this Svea. If you're looking for an understable mid, Svea is your go-to disc. Oof. All right, well, I'll go into the next one. Danny originally had this one, and then she was nice enough to give it to me, trade me for it. This is a second run K1 Svea. So Casta does a little different in terms of how their runs go. They do it, I think, by colors. So a pink disc or a pink color with this like greenish stamp signifies, I guess, second run from what we were told. Again, I don't know much about it, but this is a second run Svea. 2 cool stock ones, really opaque one, which I might be sending to my sponsor, our sponsor, Synergy Dyes, to get dyed, because then if I send it to him, it might turn out like this.
Look at that beauty. This one is in the bag. I don't know if I had this one. Yeah, I did have this when we did the in the bag, so you had probably seen this, but it's a beauty.
And then this was the very first Faya Danny got me. Knew I loved orange. Got me this as a backup to the one that I am currently bagging and have not had to break it out luckily yet. But this is a just orange K1 glow, K1 line. And then this one came from a special friend that we ended up making through I think it was just
trade.
I was either looking at a market or something, and the guy was local, and I said, hey, like, what do you want for it? This is a very first run K1 Sfea. K1 or first run Sfea, any Castaplas first run disc is always this blue mint, like colored disc.
I don't think the stamp mattered.
I don't think the stamp mattered, no. But this is a first run, so I have a first run and then I have a second run, and that's thanks to Danny. I have not brought myself to throw this yet because it's very hard to find and it's a pretty penny. But I've heard these first runs fly very, very, very nice. How many you got left? Ooh, okay. Now you guys get to stop listening to me babble on. We get to go back and forth now. I know I have a very nice voice.
You show yours first.
So, as many of you know, we played in the Clash of the Canyons here in Illinois at Dellwood Park. And these were some of the player pack disc. Was a Clash stamped Neo Origin. This was mine that I got. Very cool stamp on there from when we went. Good memento for the event. And then this is Danny's.
And so I went to the Pro Clash, which was 4th of July weekend. And I got the honors to caddy for Alex Russell and to keep score for the lead card first round. Very nerve-wracking. It was with Dan, Gavin, Ezra, and Philo. So Dan Schlitter, local pro, Gavin, local pro, was Discmania, now is Dynamic. And then Philo, Innova, and Ezra Discraft. And Ezra had won the year prior, and I just got some of the pros to sign it quite a bit.
Right there. If y'all can tell me whose signature that is. Wait, yeah, signature that is, I'd be astonished. Wait, wasn't there one that you said? That one.
Yeah, and
now,
this one right here.
If you can tell us whose signature that is, leave it in the comments below. I'll be so astonished. I didn't even know. Danny told me, and I'm like, what? I'm like, that doesn't even look like it. But leave your comments down below. All right. New fun discs that, again, Discmania being as hot as a company they are right now, trying to get anything from them is insanely hard. I have this lovely Neo Mutant Match Play Championship stamp on the back of that. I've thrown it. Very comparable to a Justice, very flat. I already had the Justice, so I always went back to what was comfortable, but this is definitely a fun mid-range to throw. Very flat, very cool. Limited release of these. I still don't think you could even get them. I think they're either you gotta find them from somebody or they have like these championship stamps on them.
And then I have this cool lightweight Huck Lab Origin that I got from Matt Carpenter. Was in the bag for a little bit, and now I just can't come to sell it yet because this is my only Huck Lab discs.
Another cool event that we played in locally called the Unstable Open, hosted by Ryan Fancher of Unstable Disc Golf Podcast. You go check it out.
Unstable Discourse.
Sorry, Unstable Discourse. Unstable Discourse Podcast. Go check it out. Great listen. We got these awesome mini corner stamped XO hard methods. I just got a pretty cool gold stamp. Danny got this sparkly
star stamp. Silver
definitely
star.
Really cool.
I have to go get mine.
Danny's leaving us again. All right. We'll be right back after this commercial break. And welcome back. All right. So Danny went and grabbed some more discs. I guess we'll start with the one that she went to go get. So we bought some mystery boxes. We got both the black one and the other one. If you don't know what was in the one that I'm talking about, which was the first one, the Was it Simon box?
It
No, 10-year. It was a 10-year box. In that box, we got these lovely Discmania Italian plastic, the new MD1s. Mine has an oil slick stamp on it. I got this from a local buddy. The one I had I thrown, so I wanted another one that was more collector. Danny got icky Cub colors.
But blue is my favorite color, so it matches.
It's a beautiful stamp, yeah. So cool new C-Line MD1, or what would be C-Line MD1. I'll fly through these really quick. I did love MD3s. So I have this beautiful new Hulk stamped, Hulk color C-Line MD3, well, Italian MD3. Let me not say the wrong one. This is the new Italian one, so this is the one that was made in Sweden. Very good, throwing them, pretty cool. And then I have 3 originals. So the first one, this is the one I got out of my mystery box. Really not too much special to it, but if you in person, you can see it has like kind of like a halo-ish look. It's an XL 177 gram C-Line MD3. So this was the originals Innova made. And then we got this sexy blue one, another C-Line Discmania Originals MD3. Really fun disc, really great disc. Had to stock up on that. And these beautiful discs, this is mine. Again, hard to see in the video how beautiful these things are. These were from the Clash Pro event. So they weren't from the actual event, but they were fundraiser discs that Sean and Delwood got in because they're awesome. And again, if you didn't see the video before, go watch it. You'd see that we had other molds too that they dropped, and these were just something that I managed to snag day of Christmas, last minute shopper, for me and Danny, and so these were definitely really freaking cool.
Mine were Wonder Bread stamps.
Mine, I got a cool American flag, and it's orange peach, but that's because orange is my favorite color.
And then my last MD3 is another Clash Tournament Funds S-Line MD3. I still have some Discmania.
I do too. How many discs you got left? I have 7.
I'll keep going then. Also from the Black Mystery Box, I got this soft Origin. I love the colors. It's a little bursty with the blue tealy stamp.
They actually feel really good.
Yeah.
Insanely good.
It might be a possible like approach.
Understable.
Under a stable approach disc. Another Origin I got was this Tiffany Shaw dyed Origin from Feather Frenzy. This is a great event for women. It's an all women's event. Men come out and support us. It's amazing to see the support that we have in Lockport.
It was cool. I was caddying for her, and it was awesome seeing other boyfriends, male friends, whatever it may have been, husbands, out there supporting their lady playing disc golf, and it was a great time, great event. And I learned a lot of things about how to throw the holes correctly. I'll let Danny talk about this next one.
Then also snagged up some Metal Flake MD5s for the Clash fundraiser discs. Like I said in the last video, don't ask us how much money we dropped.
She was loving MD5, so that's why she has 2 and I only have 1.
And lastly for my Discmania is a gem of my own that I got from, I bought it from someone. I was looking for collector discs, and I got this Eagle McMahon signed Metal Flake MD4.
Thing is freaking pretty.
Yes, I was lucky to snag this up.
And then a really cool one that Danny again traded to me was this C-Line MD4 penned. So this is another old run. Danny's was old run as well, but this is just a penned older run MD4. Haven't gotten to throw it yet, but definitely a really cool disc for my MD4s. And then now how many you got left? I got 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay, same one. All right, let's wrap through this quick. Nothing really too special about this one. You can still get them out in the store. This was just a cool one I found when I went. I got this beautiful Hex limited edition stamp from Axiom Disc. I like the outer rim. You can't really see again in person, but ooh, right there actually. You can see there's a nice swirl in the rim. The disc has some nice blue swirls to it. I just love the stamp of it. Very cool disc, very neat. It's just plastic, awesome.
And for my MVP Axiom Disc, I have the Paradox, a beautiful white with the blue swirly rim. I'm loving this disc for my like super understable mid-range / fairway-ish. It's a mid-range, but I can get it just as far as some of my fairways for an understable disc.
I don't think, do you have yours with you?
No, I don't.
See, no more commercial breaks, we're all out.
He just gave it back to me. So.
Well, I kept it because she was trying to get rid of it. But I have this lovely Splatter Star. I had to look at the back. Splatter Star Rock 3. We got these from the Illinois State Championship held in Lockport, Illinois. This was right around when disc golf was starting to get back into things. During the pandemic, you can see there's some amazing quotes on the side, probably really hard to read.
One of them's actually from Casey Glade.
Yep.
A local pro. Mine is blue.
Yeah, hers is blue, but this was just a cool tournament memento because this was, of course, right in the peak of like when the pandemic was going on, but like stuff was starting to let up. We were starting to able to get back out and enjoy ourselves and playing some disc golf. I'll let Danny go through hers because the last few I have, I can share all at one time, and I can share because Danny don't have them.
So this is just, it's not so much like a cool gem, but this is a disc that I won for CTP, and I actually won 2 CTPs, the same hole.
Oh, it was cool.
It was a women's CTP and an all-around CTP. Parked the basket.
I got closest. Then our roommate who was with us got closest, and then Danny said, "Hold my beer," and she showed us all up, and was like right under the basket.
And I had to double check to see if I was able to get both, but I got both, and no one beat me, and that's even with the pros. So it's just a cool memento, like just because women can beat men for CTPs too. So just kind of that confidence booster. Next I have...
Ooh, perfect. She'll get to share for you guys what I was talking about when she went the first time out.
Cool stamp Terminal Velocity Anubis. I am really loving the Anubis. Got this from Ryan Amaya, and it's just a super cool stamp, and I'm loving this disc for a straight disc.
Those guys are the ones that I was talking about for these. This is his first molded disc, the Ursus. But that's why I just wanted to bring those up real quick. That was really cool. Thank you, Danny. All right, last one I have. Ooh, yeah, last one we have before. So if many of you don't know, and if you didn't watch her in the bag, go right now, watch it, then come back, and we'll tell you what we're about to show you. I love the Chariot. It's one of my new favorite mid-ranges. Kicked out my Gatekeepers, kicked out my MD3s. It's just a great, great mid. And so one of the special releases I got that I was up all night, you can ask Danny, this is me. Refresh, refresh, refresh. And I managed to snag some beautiful Splatter S Blend Chariots. This is a Ghost Stamp one I had. Really cool swirl.
I might be stealing one from him.
I'll show you which one she's gonna steal from me. This is a beautiful Jelly Bean one with a nice little blue halo rim to it. And then this is the one she might be stealing, and y'all can guess it why. Because look at this beauty. Yeah, look at that beauty. It's a Ghost Stamp, swirly smoke, like cloudish look. Danny will not be getting this from me. You guys heard it here live, so don't worry. But this is
technically live.
Ghost, you'll see it live. Whatever. But this is a cool Chariot that I got. Still trying to collect more, but I gotta fend off the warden first.
He was nice enough to give me one. So.
It was one that I was throwing, but I knew she wanted a Chariot. Never throwing it. I said, I'm having a crappy round. Here's free disc. So if you're ever throwing around with us and I'm having a bad round, make sure to stick around. You might get free plastic.
And I have a cool Metal Flake Chariot that I got from Cody Waldron. I believe that's how you say his last name. And I was nice enough to give Antonio a red.
She was. She
Metal
hooked me
Flake
up.
One.
It's in my bag right now, so I can't share it. But
And last one, this is part 2 of the story that we started off with when we did our putter collection. Back to the story, we went at Ledgestone, we went to the Infinite tent, and I bought the alpaca, and Antonio said, hey, go get, like, Kona's over there, go get it signed. I went over there, and we didn't know that she was doing a giveaway, or Colton were doing a giveaway. I wanted to go up there and get her signature because she's my favorite pro, female pro. And later on, we found out that she was doing a giveaway after the whole thing with the putters, and this beautiful Mako 3. It is a Lordi Mako 3. Super swirly. She was just like, hey, you look like you're a good fit for this disc. It matches your polo. And you just look like you're a good fit for this disc. And she posted it on her Instagram. And after I posted a story with my bag, she shared it on her Instagram and was like, I love these. I have little zipper ties, and she's like, I love the add to it. So it's just, she's my favorite pro.
You could basically say they're best friends now, but you know.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Danny's friends with Kona. No. But thank you again for tuning in, guys. That is our part 2. This is the mid-range edition. There was a lot that we went through. We tried to keep it short and sweet for you guys. It's hard. Like, you see some beautiful plastic. There's a reason. I want to tell you the story of how I got it. Whether I had to fend off Danny for it, we played rock, paper, scissors, who knows? But thank you for tuning in.
I know that he had a large array of mid-ranges, and I didn't have that many, but stay tuned. I might have more fairways than he does.
I'm a mid-range putter person. She's definitely a fairway person. You'll see that in the coming videos.
And I'm super excited for my fairway goodies. So. And
then you might want to tune in because we're going to have a special mail call coming for that video. So thanks for tuning in, guys.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Peace out. Have a good night.